Okay, let me get one thing straight here for everyone. I am not voting for Leni Robredo. Now, I'm going to clarify that statement. When I say I'm not voting for Leni Robredo, I want everyone that's watching, whether you're voting for Isko, Lacson, BBM, Pacquiao, doesn't matter. I want you to think about what I'm about to say. It's this. Karamihan sa atin kasi, we're so solid. Solid ako behind my candidate. That's the wrong mentality. You should not be solid behind your candidate. Okay, mali yan. Kasi ang ibig sabihin, pag sinasabing solid ako sa kandidato ko, sinusuportahan ko ang kandidato ko, ibig sabihin yun na yung end goal, na manalo yung kandidato mo. Mali ang pag-iisip na ganyan. That's being a fanatic. That's being unquestionably loyal, na kahit magkamali yung tao, may pagkakamali na yung tao, susuportahan mo pa rin. Hindi pwedeng ganyan. Pag-isipan natin to When I say I'm not voting for Leni, I'm going to be very clear. Kasi I'm not voting na ang end goal is for Leni to be president. I'm voting for my country. Yan ang kailangan ibinoboto nating lahat ang ating bansa. Ngayon, when you say I'm voting for my country, ito ang end goal. Then you ask yourself, which candidate will be able to give me a better country for all Filipinos? Yan ang talagang dapat iniisip natin. Hindi, dapat manalo kandidato ko. Ang tanungin nyo, dapat manalo ang bansa ko. Sino ang kandidato na makapanalo ng aking bansa? Na panalo ang buong Pilipinas, hindi lang ang mga kampo ko. Yan ang problema with tribalism And yan ang problema sa pagiging panatiko. Solid ako sa kandidato ko. Stop that. Maging solid ka para sa Pilipinas. Hindi to, mananalo kandidato ko. Dapat ang sinasabi mo, mananalo ang Pilipinas. Okay, so paano mananalo ang Pilipinas? Tanungin nyo, sinong kandidato is going to be the great means to the end? Okay? Hindi sila yung end goal. Hindi yung kandidato yung end goal. Ang Pilipinas yung end goal. Ang kandidato is the means to the end. Then you ask yourself, sino nga ba? So, what are the things we want for our country? Let's look at this. Number one, ako ayoko talaga, corruption. So, nag-iisip ako, sino sa mga kandidato ang hindi corrupt? Yun ang importante So, pagbasa-basa kayo, tignan naman nyo talaga kung ano yung history ng isang tao. Bago kayo boboto. Sobrang solid kayo, hindi nyo naintindihan na nakakalimutan nyo ang Pilipinas. Your oath, your loyalty is to the Philippines, not to any candidate. So, first, corruption. Talagang hindi pwede yan sa akin. Kung ang isang tao ay lumaki sa korupsyon, wala na yan sa akin. Ang isang tao ay nag-benefit sa korupsyon, wala na yan sa akin. Number one. Next, ano bang gusto natin para sa bansa natin? Gusto ko para sa bansa ko na maayos ang ekonomiya. So, kailangan natin ng isang tao na marunong sa ekonomiya. An economist would be great. Or at least, somebody na may executive experience. Alam niya paano magpatakbo ng bansa or ng isang country or economy or at least a company as something, but administrator. Next, ito yung important, rule of law. Rule of law is very important, meaning I want rule of law to work because if rule of law works, walang mayaman, walang mahirap, lahat tayo pantay-pantay sa batas. Ang problema ngayon, hindi yun ang nangyayari So ngayon isipin mo, sino ba ang sumusunod sa rule of law sa mga kandidato nyo? Yan, pag-isipan nyo yan. Next, kailangan yung sistema gumagana. The government should be working. Right now, it's broken. Why is it broken? Because you keep voting for people that you support. Imbis na bumoto ka para sa bansa mo, binoboto mo ang kandidato mo. So now you ask me, sino ba talaga iboboto ko? Ang Pilipinas. Boboto ko ay ang Pilipinas, ang aking bansang Pilipinas, at ang nagboboto ko ay para sa aking mga kapwa Pilipino. So ang tanong is, sinong kandidato para sa akin ang nag-fit sa requirement ko para sa boto ko para sa Pilipinas? Tanungin mo yun sa'yo, sa sarili mo. Yung kandidato mo ba marunong sa economy? Marunong ba sa finance? Marunong ba sa law? Rule of law? At hindi ba siya corrupt? Huwag mo lokohin sarili mo. You're in an echo chamber, whoever you're voting for. Trust me, I know that. And that's why if you look at my feed, it's mixed. I have Pacquiao, BBM, Lacson, Leni on my feed because I read all platforms. I read what they say, what they do. I read what they're about. I read what the supporters of each of these candidates talk about. And that's the problem, is that we don't do enough of that diverse reading. We're so into our echo chambers of who we believe is correct and who we support without understanding. Are we really supporting that person or are we supporting our country? Because I'm telling you, most of the time, you're supporting your candidate. Hindi mo sinusuportahan ng Pilipinas. So stop this. Vote for your country and ask yourself which candidate is going to be the best for my country. So who am I going to vote for? So here is who I'm going to vote for. I'm going to vote for the Philippines, and the person that I believe will be the best for the Philippines ay isang tao na walang bahid ng korupsyon. Okay, so eliminate na natin yung mga may korupsyon. Alam na natin kung sino yun. Sabihin ko na nga actually, Marcos, BBM, his whole family is mired with corruption. Ayaw nga magbayad ng buwis. Grabe, tapos i-expect mo na ayaw magbayad ng buwis, tapos gusto tumakbo ng presidente, tapos gagawin niya para lahat para sa bansa? Mag-isip-isip ka na. Wala na yun, out na yun. Dahil yun, ang daming corruption at ayaw pa magbayad ng taxes, boboto mo isang tao na hindi nagbabayad ng buwis. Pambira ka, anong klaseng Pilipino kung yan ang iboboto mo? Ikaw nagbabayad ka ng tax, siya hindi. Tapos iboboto mo siya, mag-isip-isip ka na. Number 1. Number 2, gusto ko somebody with executive experience. Okay, sino mga kandidato with executive experience? Tatlo yan. Lacson, Isko, Lenny. Ang sino wala? Pacquiao. Unfortunately, I love Pacquiao. I think he's a great person, great heart. But he does not have executive experience. Out na yan. So if you're voting for Pacquiao, it's not a problem. Because if you want to vote because of how amazing as a person he is, great. But think about the country. Again, the country. Pacquiao, in my opinion, is best to serve as a private citizen, not as president. You need somebody with executive experience. Okay, so tatlo na lang. Sa tatlong yan, nag-isip ako, sino ang may kakayahan sa ekonomiya? Yung may economic background. Okay, before that, sino ang may kaya rule of law? That can enforce the rule of law, that everyone is pantay-pantay in the eyes of the law. Okay, Lacson, Isko, Lenny are still strong in that aspect. Alright? Now, then we talk about the economy. Sino ang may advantage in terms of economics? Or at least marunong magpatakbo or administrative. O sige, administrative na muna yon. O. I'd say the best two are Lenny and Isko. Lacson, I actually voted for Lacson the last time. I actually wanted Lacson to win. I have no problems with Lacson. I love the fact that he doesn't take his pork barrel in Senate. That says a lot. Because all senators take their pork barrel. And quite a few corrupt them and abuse them. But si Lacson, he doesn't. So he has my support. But in this case, it's Isko or Lenny. Now, the last one I want. An economist. I want an economist. There's only one economist. One who's really good with the economy. That can really stand out. And that's Lenny. I like Isko. I think Isko is a great administrator for Manila. I think he should continue. He only has 3 years. He should have ran another 3 years. He could have done a lot more for Manila. But he wanted to run for president. I have no problems with Isko, by the way. But think about that. Now, I look at Lenny as the one that's the complete package. Hindi na to yung we're voting for the lesser evil. Wala nang lesser evil. This one is the complete package. This is the one that the Philippines needs right now. Ito na yun. Andi dito na. Why are we going to pass up on that chance of a candidate that really fits everything that the Philippines needs, ang kailangan ng Pilipinas at ang kailangan ng lahat ng Pilipino? Yun na yun eh. So yes, I am voting for the Philippines. I'm voting Lenny Robredo. And I think you should do. Because unahin natin ang Pilipinas bago ang kandidato natin. Because she has shown that she puts Philippines first before herself. Unlike, I'm sorry, the exact opposite of that is BBM, who puts himself first before every Filipino and before the Philippines. Think about it. Listen to their words. Look at their actions. Look at their history. Yung palang alam mo na. At the end of the day, yes, it does matter who you vote for. So please, vote for the Philippines. Vote for all Filipinos. And vote for the candidate that will put Filipinos and the Philippines first before themselves.
Ganyan ka ba mag-isip, Mr. Crystal, Mr. Know-It-All? Ganyan ba kakitid ang utak mo? Yes, kailangan maging solid tayo. Solid ang buong sambayanang Filipino sa isang mitihin, isang goal. Ang primary goal natin ngayon, kaming mga BBM SARA supporter, is mailuklok ang tamang leader sa Malacanang. Si BBM as our Pangulo, our President, and Duterte as our Vice President. Yan ang primary goal, but it is not the end goal. It will only be an end goal for this election, but it is not an end goal for the entire 6 years term. Okay? Pangalawa, we need to be solid sa pagpili ng leader. Pagpili ng magandang leader ay para sa ikabubuti ng bansa. Ganyan ka ba kakiti mag-isip? Sino ba pipiliin mo yung bansa? Yung Pilipinas, bubutohin mo, maboboto mo ba yung Pilipinas? Kasi yun ang gusto mong iparating eh, na huwag tayong susuporta ng mga kandidato. Ang iboto natin yung Pilipinas, ang ating bansa. No, it's not. We need to choose the right leaders para yung process of progress, yung improvement projects to be implemented is magawa ng tama. At hindi maulit muli ang nakaraang pangungurakot ng mga nakaraang administrasyon bago sa administrasyon ni PRRD. You also mentioned being a solid supporter is a blind followers. It is not true. I'd like to debunk that. I'm a solid PRRD supporter and my family as well. But when there was a corruption issue happened in Bureau of Customs, for example, kasama ko sa mga maraming Duterte supporter ang nadismaya. Okay? Ang nadismaya. So, ang kagandahan ng ginawa namin is na patalsik namin ang naunang commissioner ng Bureau of Customs at napalitan siya ng agarang pagpapalit. At ang sabi mo, end goal na yun, di ba? Pag binoto namin si BBM SARA. Oh, it's not. It is not. Ang end goal lies to our leaders na sa kanila ang mga vision. At ang vision na yon, ang vision namin ay ang pagpili namin sa kanila ay nakabase doon sa mga vision nila para sa ating bansa, para sa ating bayan, para sa sambayanang Filipino. Pinagbabasihan namin ang pagmamahal namin at pagsuporta namin sa mga leader namin base sa kanilang kwalifikasyon, pagmamalasakit, at political will. These are three criteria na inahanap namin bilang isang leader ng ating bansa. So, sana naman mag-isip ka, Kristan. Okay? Huwag ka naman pa-obvious. Hindi mo na malulusaw ang solid support kay BBM at Sara. No way. No way. Mag-quadruple overtime na kayo. Hindi kayo mananalo. Kahit for the rest of your dreams, for the rest of your life, hindi mananalo muli ang mga dilawan, PINKLAWAN, at yung Liberal Party. The end for them is now, this coming election. And I urge everybody to vote straight, unity, from president up down to congressmen. Okay? Thank you.